of my ground. I've been working way too long just to tear it down. Hold my head up proud as you stare into my eyes. I scream it loud because we ain't going nowhere, going nowhere, going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere, going nowhere, going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere, going nowhere, going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere, going nowhere, going as I fall from the clouds, as I push my legs, they hold me to the ground. Hold my head up proud as you stare into my eyes. I scream it loud because we ain't going nowhere, going nowhere, going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere, going nowhere, going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere, going nowhere, going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere, going nowhere, going
Hey everybody, how's it going? I hope you're having a good Wednesday. Today we are going to continue trying to build our pop bumper spinning cap mod. I can't remember if it was the last stream or the stream before that. Toyota Boy came up with this great suggestion of using this tiny little gear motor for the actuation. So I have a model here already built for it, but I'm going to go ahead and build my own just so that I know that the dimensions are correct and I can trust it and whatever. So I guess we can start with that. Later on, I'm hoping that we're going to get to the point where we can print some parts and shove it into an actual pop bumper and see if it works. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe this time, maybe next. But either way, let's get into it. Yeah. So, anybody do anything fun recently? I've been working like a fiend. All right, what do we have here? Stack of rectangles, shaft, oblongish looking motor. I guess let's do the motor first. I don't think I'll bother making this multiple components. All right, so we're looking at 10 and 12. This is the smallest motor I've ever seen. Hey, Cheesy Boda Boy. Good to see you guys. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. I am. I'm really happy to be doing this right now. Work has been kicking my butt all week, but I managed to find a little bit of time. Native Fusion model. Yep, that's the idea. It's not entirely necessary, but part of it is, well, there are a few reasons. First of all, I like doing it. Secondly, it's more content for the stream, and I know how you guys love watching me sit here and model stuff. And three, it's just so that I know that everything is correct. Hey, Arthur Pendragon, thanks for the follow. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Why am I measuring this again? I knew what it was. Well, let's see. This is 12. 12 with the arch. What is it without? It looks like 7. 7. And I want to switch these because that's just the way I roll. So I'm hoping that we're getting fairly close to being able to make this a real thing, which I think would be cool. 300 IQ points. Funny, I don't feel smart. Well, stick around, Arthur Pendragon. I decided to name them IQ points because hopefully we're all learning something in these streams, myself included. And then you can spend your IQ points on redeeming dumb stuff. So, you know, it's a win-win. Okay, and let's do, what, a 3-point arc. Yep, that's what we want. No, those are not tangents. Okay, let's try that again. Hey, thanks for the cheer, Toyota Boy. Thanks for the biddies. That's literally my first one ever, so congratulations. I really appreciate it. Alright, let's see. What am I doing here? Let's put some points in. How are the sounds? Are the sounds okay? At some point, I really need to sit down and really get into my production value here. Does that look about right? Yeah, good enough, I guess. Okay, what else do we have here? Might as well take care of this, and the shaft is 3mm, I know. Whoops. Another circle. Is this CAD software? It is, Arthur Pendragon. This is Fusion 360. I use this at work for, work. But I've been modeling all of the pinball parts that I can possibly get my hands on. So I have a fairly extensive catalog at this point. And the good thing about this particular software package is I can do all the modeling in it, but it's also got fantastic camming. So I can lay out all of the mechanisms on the playfield. I've modeled them pretty in a lot of detail so that I can see, are they going to fit above and below the playfield, what kind of interference is there, etc. And then put everything on the playfield and cut out the holes that I need to, and it'll generate stuff for my homemade CNC, which is coming in a stream at some point, because I'm really looking forward to that one. It'll be this horrific ASMR. Let's see, why are these not... It's weird that these are blue here on screen, meaning that Fusion doesn't think that they're locked down, but I can't seem to move them, so... Alright, I guess we'll forget it. And... that is... okay. Something odd is going on. Anyway. Let's see. Figure out how tall this is, and 15. Here on the bottom, I won't bother modeling the lugs. I'll just call this 1, I guess. 1.5. Fusion is oddly showing me these dimensions, which it usually doesn't do once you're out of the sketch edit. Okay, there we go. That's odd. Okay, so I want to model this plastic enclosure just because. So let me do this. Let's do 1 here and extrude this one out 14 for a total of 15, but make them separate bodies. There. Now, this is totally unnecessary, but it's fun. Oh, I'm missing all kinds of chat. Master's degree in something, and do you have access to a 3D printer? 3D printer is right here. I actually have another 2 in the other room. I have a master's degree in nothing at all. I like to learn, and I've been programming since I was 8, so everything that you're seeing is just practice, really. Sounds like trouble. What are you putting in that spinning cap? Hi, Board Dog. Nothing yet. Really, this all came about because Don't Panic Flip was mentioning a mod that he'd like. If you guys aren't following Don't Panic Flip, do it. But I've seen you all, so I'm sure you are. He was talking about how it would be cool if you could have on his Total Nuclear Annihilation a nuclear symbol on the pop bumper cap that spins. So we've been sitting there exploring how to actually go about that, and I've gotten some help along the way, which I really appreciate. And today we're going to see if we can actually get that to work. Master's degree was worthless. Nobody would call me a master. What a waste of time. It's kind of what I was thinking too. Board Dog. I'm all the props in the world to the people that actually go through school. It just did not work out that way for me. Bachelor degree has now made me women. Yeah, I feel you. I've never walked up to a woman and said, "Hey, I have a bachelor degree," and her being like, "Ooh, interesting." No, instead, I'm usually like, "Hey, you want to watch me model some stuff?" And then she calls me a creep. Doesn't JJP have a spinny character and a pop pumper? They might. I've been, I could blame it on COVID, but it's not really that. I've been holed up in my house for a year. I haven't played any pins at all for about 2. So I haven't even seen Pirates at all in the flesh. I mean, I've seen some people playing it, but all right. And then we've got this whole big gearbox. How big is this thing? 12 by 10. Oh, so it's the exact same dimensions, just not rounded. Nope, wrong way. I got a spinning guy on the right side. Is he actually on the pop? I don't know. I'd love to know the answer to that. Is this 10? What did I do before? Okay. This original sketch is wrong. Yeah, I did 7 somehow. And this is 12. Failed to solve. Oh, alright. My bad. This is... Yeah, that's... Okay. Alright, we're good. Universe makes sense again. Let's see, what do we want to do? We want to center this whole thing. I guess we'll just give it a diagonal. Do it this way. Or let's do... Are we going to do any... Oh, we do want a diagonal. Okay, because we have mounting holes and stuff. By the way, I don't know if you guys have ever... I guess you can see it here. I don't know if you guys have ever ordered tiny screws, but they come apparently in the worst packaging ever. This thing has got no hinges. It's taped on all 4 sides, which means as soon as I open it, they're going to fly everywhere. It's a one-time use, I think. It's got a spinning disc like TMNT. Confirmed the LE had a spinning toy. Cool. A spinning toy on the pop, or just by itself? Pick the toy. Let's check this out. This better not be. Oh, that's dangerous. I need to not have that opening right on stream just in case. But and it spins. Interesting. All right. Well, here I was thinking we were doing something that we hadn't seen yet. But of course, everything has been done in pinball already. Uh, so it is. Okay. All right, let's see. So, I don't know. I'm probably not going to model the. What am I going to do this? These are the actual screws that hold the assembly together. Let's see. Oh, that isn't where the line of symmetry is. This still seems wrong to me. Why is this 12 and 10? Yeah, okay. Well, I think I've lost music. All right. Well, I guess we're going a cappella for a bit. AIQ to something that spins, I think. Maybe. Guys, I really need to get to the point where I've got this homebrew doing something because I miss playing pinball. All right, looking at 2.5. Every invention has been made in the 70s. A fax machine is basically a waffle iron with a phone attached to it. Grandpa Simpson. Uh, yeah, it's pretty good actually. Well, what I'm amazed at is how little some of it has changed. Like the pop bumpers, they're basically the exact same design as they were in the 60s and the 50s, and sure the 20s. Why not? What is this? 2.25. Pops be pops. Yep, that is true. Oops, 2.25. I'm literally only doing this so that we can have little brass things here. It's insane. Okay, and then the actual mounting holes, which I'm hoping some of these screws will fit because otherwise this is going to be short lived. There is nothing to grab onto with this thing. They're 9 millimeters. Okay. Old Chicago Pops, uh, BKSOR, same. I don't know what BKSOR is. You'll have to forgive me, Arthur Pendragon. 0.25. Okay. These are on the center line. When I make mods with those motors, I basically just give them a tight sleeve. Okay, well, we might end up trying that. Maybe that's a better way of doing it. And you just hold on to the motor casing, basically. Oh, sort of rage. Okay. It's leaving. Where's it going? What are you getting in return? Top plate is the stop. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Fishtails, nice. I've never played fishtails in real life. I've played it in um, pinball effects, but that is it. Missed it. All right, let's see if Monster Cat is working again. Yep, they are. Kind of. Hey, thanks for following our Schultz17. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming by. Stay a while. We have fun here, or we try to. It's nerdy fun. Not as fun as playing, but we'll get there. You can't not have pinball forever. What is going on with the selection? Oh, well, you're dumb. We need to mirror this around this thigh. Okay. Haven't seen you guys yet. Well, we haven't been around for very long. This is stream 10, I think. But the idea is to basically just kind of document the homebrew pinball experience and all of the tedium that goes along with it. I figured I'm going to be doing this stuff anyway, so if I'm going to be bored, why not bore other people at the same time? Okay. Whoops. Selection is weird. Newer myself, just trying to support everyone. I feel you. I think that that's noble. I try to do that as well. All right. So we got 3 plates. Of course, they're not equal distant. 0.75. Let's do a new body because these are all brass. Heck, let's hide this other one because we're about to... Whoops, that one. Okay. All right, then we have another one with a cutout. And then just another one here at the top. Okay. Oh, how big is the stack? Okay. 3 millimeters. We'll make that equal. All right. There's our sketch. Here we go. Okay. So take these guys, and how far up do we go? 9. And join them. Hey, little bubblegum. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Hail. I unfortunately haven't done a proper shrine for squirrel gravy here on the stream, but we will at some point. Yeah, I was thinking about using the flat as a drive. I figured what I would do is try to make the tightest possible fit, and then just have a screw on there to use as a grub screw, basically. But maybe that's not even necessary. All right, what are we doing? We are doing this profile here and here, and starting here and going 0.5. Yeah, I'm sorry, little bubblegum. I just haven't done it yet. I will, I promise. All right, you know what? That's good enough. Let's just do the shaft here. Oh, but we can put it on the other sketch. Not that one. Yeah, one thing that I'm skeptical about is whether or not we're going to introduce any wobble with the pop bumper cap, but maybe it'll be fine. I mean, these things don't weigh very much, so we're probably okay. What was I going to do? Press. Okay, back to cooking dinner. Okay, thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you. I'll see you soon, I'm sure. Brass. There we go. Matte. Gorgeous. Okay. Okay, let's do. Yeah, let's put this hole here. That's fine. And hole again. Okay. All right. And one more time. Do a new body. How long is this? 20? Eyeballing it probably doesn't super matter. Actually, it's probably better to err on slightly longer than slightly shorter if I'm going to try to wedge fit something on here. So one more new body. There we go. Okay, well, that looks like a thing. Go ahead and fill at these corners a little bit. Just realized how quiet it is. Chill? Should we do chill? Okay, well. Hopefully that's not going to be too loud. Well, hopefully it's going to play. It is a little too quiet. I am not plussed with this. All right, you know what? Let's do this. This will work. A little loud. How's that on volume? Pretty good? At least something going on? Sweet. Hey, Jimmy. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, let's continue. A little softer, even? Alright. Yeah, I really need to start using OBS. I'm still using Twitch Studio, which is great to get up and running, but man, it is lacking in the tweaks department for sure. So, Jimmy, what we are currently doing is trying to take this tiny motor and put it into this pop bumper to make the top spin, because, you know, that'll be awesome. All right, let's finish this up. I feel like Fusion is acting oddly right now, but it's all right. Okay, so let's start there and just go all. So there are holes. All right, Toyota boy, I am going to take your advice and not open this thing of screws. Maybe at some point I'll explore doing that, but if you think a sleeve will work, I guess we'll try that. At some point, what I was thinking about is to start today, we'd print out the piece that we need for this, but it occurred to me that with some of the other stuff, I don't know if we'll get to it, but what I wanted to do was some electronics to drive this. So I've got an H-bridge and an Arduino, and you know what I was thinking about was just get it breadboarded today, but all of that stuff could be put inside, you know, the enclosure along with the motor here. So my thinking was that if I put all of that on a PCB, then I could actually screw this into the bottom, or well, through the PCB, hold this in place, have all of the electronics there too, which would be a microcontroller, probably a power regulator of some sort, the H bridge itself. And what I was thinking about that might be interesting, I have some IMUs here that I wanted to see how reasonable it would be to put an IMU on one of these things so that it could auto detect when the pop bumper energizes. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we get there. Spinning pop bumper. Okay, I'm sure that has never been done. Well, but if the character on top of the pop bumper spins, then maybe it has. Maybe that's what's going on. But if not, great. Great, we're finally doing something that somebody hasn't done. Okay, we'll call that done for now, I guess. And that's the model that I'll use. All right, so what are we doing? We're making a part. So I'm trying to think of how I want to organize this. Do I want to have a mods directory? I guess I will for now. I can always change that some other time. Okay, and let's do spinning pop bumper. Oh, it's really a spinning pop bumper cap. One of the other things that I've been kind of contemplating and trying to come up with. Oh, boy, did I miss a bits from you, or was that earlier? You'll have to excuse me. I haven't received bits before. One of the things I've been thinking about doing was, if you guys have ever played Pinball Effects, the Doom table, they have the 3 pops on that platter. Oh, thanks for some more, Toyota Boy. I appreciate that. They have the 3 pops that spin on a platter, and you can control them with the flippers. And I've been thinking about how you might do that. What you basically have to be able to do is you have to be able to essentially have a big slip disk of some sort where you're giving, let's see, you're giving power. You need to have if there are 3 pop bumpers, you need to have 3 paths to ground, and then you need like a row and 3 channels, or I mean 3 columns, or the other way around. I don't know how those are actually wired, but with the power, you have to be able to serve 4 or 5 amps on it. So that I've never seen a slip disk that's able to do that, and the slip disk would have to be huge. So I've just been thinking about how one might go about doing something like that, because I think that would be a really cool physical playfield thing. Let's see. All right, so motor bracket, and we need to add our new. Where did I put that? Electronics. Not really electronics, but whatever. I can't believe how absolutely freaking tiny this thing is. It's amazing. Alright. It exists. Someone ran a whole pinball machine on a platform that rotates. Think auto show. Is it continuous? Because the like Batman 76 has that whole, or 66, whatever. Batman has that whole playfield that, the circular playfield in the upper left-hand corner that spins, but it doesn't. I don't think it does 360s. It just does, 180 in each direction. Oh, it does. Okay. All right. Well, old wall phone detangler. Does it have? Well, how does it? Does it have like big prongs that sort of act as brushes as the thing switches around. I'm imagining passing that much current through something. Oh, okay, all right. So they did it, I guess, in the most intuitive way. Well, that's cool. Did it look fun? Search around on DigiKey. You mean this is a thing that? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Are we editing the bracket? We are. So, let's put this. Let's see, I got to think about exactly how we want to do this. So, I do have a full pop assembly that serendipitously was just sitting in the parts bin. This is a 3D printed piece of playfield, and I've done this with almost all of the mechs that I've built, where I'll build the whole thing. I put, maybe you can see this in here, milling geometry along with the model. It's usually turned off, but everything there in magenta is stuff that needs to be removed from the playfield for this to sit. And what I'll do is I'll usually just print out a tiny section of playfield with those pieces missing to make sure that the mech actually works the way that it does. And for whatever reason, I usually disassemble them and then put them away, but I kept it for this one, which is nice because now we don't have to sit here and build one or just use our imaginations and see what the entire pop would look like with something moving. It even has the clear pop bumper on it, or the cap, rather. All right. Okay, so all of that looks the same. I'm thinking about. I mean that's a friction fit. The cap on the body is a friction fit. So I'm gonna have to float this, float the cap above the body. Let's see, can I move the cap around since it's in this assembly? Probably not. Let me. No. Okay. All right. So we need to go get our own bumper cap. And that is parts. Here we go. Pinball Olympics. Oh wow, that's cool. The vertical hole. That's terrible. Alright, what else we got? Oh, is that playing with a mirror? Yeah, I bet that's difficult. Yeah, I'm looking for the... God, that is nuts. I wonder if that's fun. That seems kind of similar to... I had an idea of doing an... Oh, it's like 6 seconds in. Let me check it. I had this idea of doing an old EM mode. Oh my god. Oh man, that's great. I've had this idea of doing an EM mode on my homebrew. I'm not sure if I'll ever get to it, but the idea essentially would be you enter EM mode, all of the colorful LEDs just become sort of amber color, looking like they're incandescent. I want to drop the pitch of the playfield by a few degrees and then muddy up the flippers so that it feels like you're using an EM. and then basically not use the speakers at all and just use the chimes that are in the machine. So I figured that would be kind of fun. And obviously something like that is possible if you can take the entire playfield and flip it around like that. But we'll see. It seems like an awful lot of work to fail at some point, though. Oops, why am I not moving this? What? Okay, something is really funky. Oh, okay. No, it's not. I'm just not paying attention. That's what it is. I accidentally parented both of those underneath the. Here, let's do a clear one with the starburst because we're fancy. I parented both of those underneath the motor bracket, which is not what I wanted to do. Someone did a homebrew Zeppelin with chimes. I think chimes. I love chimes. I don't want to use them constantly, but I love the fact that I've got physical chimes in there. It feels like that's a nice homage to EMs. And you know, if you ask anybody what sound does a pinball table make, a lot of the times, especially lay people that don't play a lot, will tell you they make dinging sounds because that's what they make in the movies. Okay, I guess. Are both of these like this? Yeah, okay. Alright, well, maybe this will be a little bit easier than I thought. Nope, not that. Alright, so let's go ahead and build this part first. And throw that on that plane. We're already centered. I don't think I care what orientation this is in, but just to give this a little bit more... where are you? There. Just to give this a little bit more meat to hold on to, we'll put the skinny side towards the skinny side of the inside of the base, if that makes sense. Does this actually fit here, or am I gonna have to put it up a little bit? Section analysis. There. Yeah. It's a little close. Okay, well, it's alright. Let's just move it up. Fusion is amazing. Now we're in inches too. Well, I guess we can be. I keep on switching my brain between metric and imperial. Because at work, I'm working in almost always in metric, and of course, these little motors that come from overseas are almost assuredly metric because, like we saw, it lined up perfectly. What do I want to do? An eighth? Certainly not a quarter. That's probably enough. See, we just have to, we can smush the lugs. Nothing on this actually moves, right? It's just the pop-upper cap, or the skirt, and that just moves down. Looks like a pop-upper. Hi, Becca. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. It is a pop bumper. And we're making a spinning pop bumper mod for George, in fact, since he mentioned it. I guess that'll fit. Okay, let's just grab this position, turn off our thing, and let's just make this part, I guess. One of the things that I'm, I guess, a little bit concerned about is the light that is invariably inside of the pop bumper, but with this particular setup, that's not. I mean, there's no room left, really. Maybe on the sides for a couple of small LEDs. But again, this was another reason why I thought putting this entire thing on a PCB would be cool because I could populate uh, the upper side of it here with LEDs. I know, Becca. I'm hopefully once we have this down. I mean, it turns out that there's not a whole lot to this. So what I want to do is model this up, get this one working, get the electronics going, but then we could set up a single little microcontroller to run 4 or 5 or 6 or whatever of these all at the same time. And because I'm using an H bridge on this, we'll be able to control the direction of it as well. So that'll be fun. All right. So I guess what I want to do is just I need to. Did I? Okay. Yeah, I saved this with the sketch on, which means it's on all the time. That's annoying. What'd you do today, Becca? Anything good? Anything fun? Are you guys streaming tonight? Alright, let's get back to this. Okay, so features we want are these screw holes. Is this all flat? Yeah. I found that a couple of the pop bumper bases have some cutouts on them, and they're slightly taller. This one doesn't happen to be that way, so worked all night, napped today, back to working. Oh, we should be back with a CV tomorrow. Cool. I'm looking forward to that. I haven't played most pins in person, but I really like Circus Voltaire in Pinball Effects. That's one of the ones that I really enjoy going back to over and over again. Okay. Get back to concentrating. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Probably just arc down to flat. And this is going to be doubly symmetrical. So we want arc up there. I've been getting... Oh, I need to watch Willie's. Yep. I've been getting to spend some time on it. It's super neat. It's such a vibe. I love the way that... I love the art on it. I love the theme. I've never known what the neon light looking thing on the ramp is actually made of. Is that indeed a neon light, or is it EL wire or something? I'll just try and figure it out by tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Well, that's the fun, Becca. You guys can figure it out on stream, right? I want that, and I guess that's it. I just need to mirror this a few times and give it some dimensions. Tangent arc is what I want. I can check my posture more. Okay, now we can mirror that right there, and we can mirror that there, and join those. And is that it? Yep, that is it. Okay, so I guess let's just do this. This is the easiest thing. And there we go. All right, lurk away, Becca. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. Appreciate it. You're always welcome. Okay. Oh, we are also going to need a We'll call it 4mm hole. There. Okay, so let's take those and onto that. Actually gonna have to come up. Let's see. Guess I'll switch to Imperial. Why not? So 1/8 inch for clearance. Go ahead and put that in and make those construction lines. And mumble to myself some more. Okay, better. Much better. Okay. Oh, I just realized, okay, we actually want to do this symmetrically. Or not symmetrically, we need this up on top as well. Because we need a little bit of meat here. Did I just did this whole thing in the wrong... I just did this whole thing in the root. Okay, let's, you know, let me move that, please? No, they won't. Oh, yeah, they will. Okay. Alright, there we go. I'm sitting here editing the wrong part. Let's do those two sides. There. Bottom side is going to go to here. And apparently I forgot to mirror this guy. Let's do that real quick. And we want to take that and that and that and that. And go up, what, a 16th, I guess? How big is a 16th? 16th is not very big. Let's go up an 1/8. Okay, and then we want to hide this pop bumper assembly now. And extrude this down to there, I guess. I definitely want to do this without the fillets in there. So let's just do this. And actually, you know what we can do? Just take that whole thing, make a construction, and then just do an offset of 1/32. Oh, that's probably too much. 64th. I mean, I'm wanting to do this just with the most basic of clearance. But it is going to suck if it doesn't fit. Let me do this instead. Let's just do this, and I'll take off the fillets completely. This'll probably be okay. You know what? We'll shove it in there. Okay. Make all of these go linear. And then later, if we need to, we can... come back and reshape this. And let's do this in millimeters, since the rest of the thing, or the motor itself is 20 is too much. Well, 10 is not enough. All right, well, let's do 12. Just because. Okay, well, that looks reasonable, I guess. We need to be recalculated. What's going on? Okay, that's better. Okay, well, there's one part. Guess we could soften it up just slightly. Okay. Off. Alright, well, I figured what we would do, let me make sure that Aquaprint is actually running. I forgot to do that. Yeah. And that beep means it's working. Okay. I suppose we can have this up. Where can you guys see this? There-ish. There. Okay, so while we're making the rest of this, let's go ahead and start this up. I think we're all ready to go, and I will switch this over to printer cam. There it is. Okay, flip that. That looks pretty good. We are using PTG now, and it's generic. Let's do draft. Should be fine. 18 minutes. Okay. How long does... what is 0.2 take? 27? Alright, yeah. It's probably worth doing this. Send that over. Cool. Alright, so the printer's going to heat up and get started. I just switched out PLA for this PET filament, so hopefully the bed is all calibrated and ready to go and whatever, but yeah. Okay, so what's next? There's our pop cap. I think really all that we want to do is make a piece that we sort of just friction fit on this, at least initially. Let's go ahead and build this in place. Create another component. What is this, cap bracket? Sure. Sounds good. Let's give this thing a color just so that I'm not staring at gray the entire time, and that you guys aren't either. Glossy red, of course, it's fancy. Okay. Well, given that that thing is over there, what do we want to project? Wait a minute. Let's not do this on this plane. Let's do an offset plane here of something. One 16th. I hope that's enough meat. We'll try it. We'll see how it works. I wonder if, let's see, how much space did I actually give this? I'm sitting here looking at the motor shaft here, and I'm wondering if well, let's see, let's do this. I'm wondering if I'm eating up too much of the shaft here. So much innuendo. Well, I guess we'll see. Let's just Yeah, let's just soldier on. We'll figure it out. Okay, so let's go back to our sketch on that plane. Project them holes and the inner, both of these inner races, I guess. Are you eating too much shaft? I seem to be. Oh, first redemption ever. Ask Paul. Okay, well, Paul. I'm sorry. Paul, are you eating too much shaft? Thank you for the redemption, Jimmy. Okay. Whoa. Oh, we got all of the starburst in there. Let's not do that. Yeah, I guess just that inner thing is fine. Let's do one. We do a point. Does that work? Okay, yeah, that's way better. Oh, and I didn't project these holes this time. So let's try that. I wonder who Paul was. Yeah, well, the story behind Paul. Paul is a gift from my stepdaughter for Valentine's Day this year, because essentially that apparently is what she thinks of me. But she was very excited to give it to me, to let me know that I could use it on stream. So I think it's funny. I like Paul. He makes me laugh. All right, so what do we want this to actually look like? We could do this, just this circle, but I think we need some relief in it as well. And we need, let's project the shaft, he said, cheekily. This filament has been sitting for quite a while, so we're gonna have to see if it's gonna. Oh, yeah, that doesn't. That looks horrible. What is this done? By the way, it's a bad idea to ever do this while it's running. So, once again, in my disclaimer, don't do anything I do. Well, if we screw into this, I guess we don't care how much clearance. Oh, we've got tons of clearance here. That's right. Kids, don't try this at home. I can't tell on on video. It looks like that's all messed up, but it might be just fine. We will see. Wait, what just happened? Line. Yes. Okay. There we go. Much better. As soon as I start hearing crunching, which I'm starting to kind of hear, I'll have to take a look. Quarter inch? How big is that? Oh, that's not nearly. Okay. 1/2. There. Okay. And I think that's it. I want to do this. I want to extrude this by some amount that's at least far enough for the screws to dig into it. What is this? Let me switch to Imperial. Okay, so that's an 1/8. Actually, I could be doing this on the model. I'm not sure why I'm not. That's an 1/8. We can make that 5/16. Okay. An 1/8 up and yeah. let's see. The weird thing about this is that the holes, I guess that's okay. There's enough meat there. The holes in the pop bumper cap are almost tangent to that inner ring, which means extruding up there means there is, I mean, I guess it is tangent. We can see that here. So I'll need to do a bigger circle for an outer part of it. Let's do an eighth. Nope. Let's do a half. Nope. Let's do a quarter. Sure. And mirror that. Okay. And then we're also actually going to want to make these screw holes. So, how big is this? 330 seconds. 330 seconds. Okay, I don't know what I typed wrong there, but it was definitely something. Your line is going to be there. Nope. Your line is going to be there. Okay. Okay, and on this extrusion, we're not going to do these inner holes because we want those to be holes. Now we're going to do another one. And get these profiles and go... I'm going to join. I need to cut off more than that. There needs to be a little bit of a relief here. I guess, let's see, can we do it halfway in between these two? Let me do this as an offset. That would work better. 1/64th? No. 1/28th. God, that's just ridiculous. So let's try this one more time. Okay. Join. Yeah, I guess that'll work. This might end up being kind of silly that we've got this extra bit in here. It may turn out that it's completely unnecessary. Actually, you know what? In the interest of, well, okay, let's do it a little bit. I was going to say in the interest of time, let's not bother. But we're talking not very long anyway. We'll do 3/16. Oh, but we need 2 from the bottom. Wrong measurement. 3/8, 5/16. That's what I said initially. Okay. And we want to join. Okay. So that right here, this is thin enough that this probably will not print. I'll be interested to see what the slicing program actually does. Well, let's see. Oh my god, it's printing apart. Working. How much time do we have left? 11 minutes. So anybody know any good jokes? What else can we do in the meantime? Well, I can color this, I guess. Yeah. You know what? As I'm sitting here looking at this, though, we're going to want to build this up as much as we can. So let's do this. Make a tangent to that. And extrude it. There. And I guess go to at least the top of the shaft. A 1/4 inch. Yeah, that'll work. Join there. Okay, well that's our mech. You know what I ought to do? Let me go ahead and put the flat in here. A half. Yeah, it's a 1/2 millimeter. Okay, well. No, I got confused there for a second. Okay, let's see. We need a tangent here. Make this measurement. Actually, we can do it with a point. Let's do that. There, and put that point on that line, and then make this 2.5 millimeters. Yep. So now, as we do this last extrusion, we can include that there. Okay, so now we have the key on there. I know that it's probably not going to do anything because it's so tiny, but I figure at the very least that'll give us 100% coverage of plastic. And as we're printing this, the holes, there will be a little bit of thermal expansion in the plastic as it prints. So the holes are going to be very slightly undersized by a couple of tenths of a millimeter, I would say. What to do in the meantime? I guess we can start coating this thing. I wasn't expecting to finish this quite so quickly, but here we are. Let's see, how long have we been doing this? An hour and 15? Alright. Let's just get started. We have the Arduino. I forgot to solder wires onto this thing. Let me do that, I guess. Sorry, I haven't managed to set up Tinker Desk Cam yet, but I will do that at some point. What is going to be the most convenient for this? I guess just something tiny. What do I have that's tiny? No comments, Jim. I wonder if I can use wire wrap. And I know I can. Put it a different way. I wonder if this is a good idea, or if I'm going to pass too much current through this stuff. Let me see if I have something that's a little bit thicker. I definitely have my silicon wire. Already got some bits of it too, so can I feed this through here? Look at that. Okay. All right, folks. Well, bear with me. I'll be back in just a minute. Go solder this on. do it and see. I'm gonna get up and move around for a while. Be safe. I've been sitting too long today. All right, Arthur. I appreciate you stopping by. It's always good to see you. So yeah, no worries. Thank you. Hopefully this won't take too long. And I guess we'll have another few minutes as this other part is printing out once this one is done. Yeah, maybe after that we'll see how the interference fit is, and then I don't know, maybe call it for the night. We'll see. Always wear a mask, kids. The solder is not sticky. Happens like us. All right, sorry about that. Okay, good solder joint. Oh, Jimmy, you were talking about do it and see what happens with the tiny wire. Well, hopefully nothing, but if something does happen, it will involve fire. And I'd prefer to avoid that if I could. Yes, something indeed. All right, well, looking like we just have a couple of minutes left on this print. And we'll get the other one started up. Let me go ahead and slice it, I suppose. Wouldn't it be neat if this worked out for the first shot? It's a rarity. It does happen from time to time, but 10 minutes for this one. No big deal. What did it end up doing with these sides? Yeah, that's about what I expected, that we'd get this weird look on it. It would be neat, but I don't have any way of putting that fire out. Although it would probably be small. Usually what happens if the wires overheat like that, they'll get red hot, they'll burn off the insulation, and then sometimes just melt the wire. But it's never a good time to touch it. An important safety tip. Let's see, what layer are we on? 48 of 52. Oh, pretty close. Well, I feel like this is kind of gone relatively smoothly. I'm surprised, if I'm honest. Now I know how to use Paul. Oh yeah, you did figure that out. I forgot that everybody, the very first time they chat or they join or something, they get like 250, which means everybody who's here for more than just a couple of minutes should be able to redeem Paul. All right, part is done. Well, it looks like it's right. Ah, it's hot. God. Okay. So basically, we just need to see if this thing... Look at that! Who would have thought? Okay. We even have screw holes in there. I think I was sitting here saying I think I'd like this to be tighter, but maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. But I think that this will work. Alright, let's get back to this and print while we still have heat on the printer. Can I adjust this a little bit? There we go. Everyone gets points all the time. I need to come up with better reveals. Becca, I hope this isn't insulting, but I think that you would enjoy asking Paul a question, which is the only actual redeem that I have at the moment. Okay, we're looking good. Oh, yeah, let's check the actual interference fit here. My God, I think it works. You can't ask Paul a question? Why not? You haven't saved up enough yet? It is? That's not... It shouldn't be. We're gonna go fix that right now. We're doing it live. Okay. Huh. Well, it says the redemption cooldown time is 2 minutes, but clearly that's not correct because we haven't done that in forever. Alright, well, I'm gonna regret this, but see if you can do it now. I just turned it off. Yeah, you hog the stock of 1, Jimmy. Alright, where was it? I was doing this thing. I was doing a thing that I can't remember now. Yeah, okay, well, shoot. We always forget something. What's wrong with this picture? Can you see? You can't see. That's ridiculous. Okay, I'll just have to tell you. The screws are sitting proud of the top surface because we need relief there. Okay, Becca. Paul, what is on a perfect pizza? Thank you for the redeem. I am not above fart humor. I am disappointed with Stream Elements for not telling me that I got a redeem just now, but hey, whatever. Yeah, Becca, so the idea with the IQ points is that hopefully we're all learning a little bit as we're watching the stream, including me. And then you save up and you spend all of your IQ on dumb stuff. Okay, so we're going to have to... You learned what's on a perfect pizza? The question is, where do you order that pizza? Who is going to send you that pizza without fear of arrest? Okay, so what have we learned here? Well, since this is going to be on its own... Well, let me think here. Let's go back to this original motor bracket. Hide that for the moment. Back in here. We can actually make this. Oh, I didn't even. Okay. That's brilliant. I didn't even dimension this. There's the body again. Yeah. So. Now let's do a little bit bigger than that. What's bigger than? Yeah. I'll go check out the VR Golf. This is so freaking cool, though. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming by. Say hi to everybody in VR Golf. At some point, maybe I'll jump into that, but I need some VR first. But we'll see you soon. Thanks for stopping by. What am I doing? Okay, 5/8. Let's do 5/8. Yes, it is much better. Let's also make this 5/8 so that it's a square. And we want to make this bigger. That looks like that's not going to fit. And I can't remember whether or not, actually, you know what? I have a modeled. This is why this is good. Let me go look at those pop bumper parts, because I did both of them. So this is the one that we're looking at, yes? Pop bumper base, oh, we're looking at, wait, do I have both of them in here? Oh, no, that's the base. That's the body. Right, okay. Yeah, so we're looking at this old school one. And this is the Stern Data East one that has these cutouts in it. I have some of those bases. They seem to otherwise be interchangeable, but they've got this cutout, and then there's some of this. Oh, that's clearly wrong. But some of the other geometry in this is very, very slightly different. But it shouldn't matter. What I'm actually looking for is whether or not the screw holes are flush with the top on both of them, and they are. So because of that, close that too. The Unra Effect. Thanks for subscribing. You're my first subscriber. Enjoy that pop bumper mech emote. Appreciate it. Can't wait until you get 350 points. Is it worth it just to talk to Paul? Paul seems to be a big hit so far. What? Unra Effect. What are you surprised about? That you're my first subscriber ever? Let's do... How do we want to do this? Oh, I guess we can do that. Yeah, that'll be good. Your first. Yep, my first. This is only stream number 10, and I got affiliate last week. So, this is the first... Actually, I didn't even think of that. This is my first affiliate stream, period. So you're getting in at the ground floor. Congratulations. How big are these? Let's do a 1/4-inch relief. Yeah, that'll work. And we've still got some extra plastic. That's perfect. Mirror that here. Finish. Okay, so what was it that I was doing? I wanted to sync these and put them at 3:30 seconds. Sounds great. It's like buying GameStop at $3. That's absolutely correct. Well, now, forever going forward, you get that first badge on when you're here in the stream. So, thank you again. It's very exciting. What was I doing? Let's just okay. Let's just do this. Oh, that was mine. My printer is sitting on top of my beer fridge, so every once in a while my beer fridge knocks for reasons unknown, as if they're telling me you need to need to get me. You need to bring me out and imbibe and enjoy. Which I say, yes, you are correct. But I will be doing that in a little while. Let's sink these in while we're at it. These are in metric. I love making parts that are both. It's 3mm. Yeah, that's probably good. That are both metric and imperial. It's like going to Mars and then wasting many billions of dollars because you used miles instead of kilometers. What was I doing? Yeah. Let's see, where is the plate? That's fine. These need to start an offset of 1mm, 2mm, and then go to here. Yeah, okay, that'll work. I'm not actually using these at all, but let's open them up just a little bit because they're that way. Ah, that seems huge. We're at micro scale right now. Okay, yeah, that's good. So that's a little bit of clearance just in case we end up wanting to use that. In case I get brave enough to open this thing up and have them fly everywhere. And that's also assuming that I have a screw that is small enough to fit the top of this bracket, which I'm not sure I do. Alright, well, I guess that's good enough. It's better. So we'll have to reprint that at some point. What can I do in the meantime? I can cheat. Oh, and our part's done. Cool. I'm going to cheat by cut half of this off. I love that I'm holding this up to the microphone like you guys can see it through that. It's fantastic. Okay. So basically, I'm just cutting a little bit of relief in here so that hopefully we can sink the screws beneath the top surface. New to pinball and loving it. What's crazy to me is the lack of online interaction in 2021. Yeah, I agree. I'm not. I don't know. I'm kind of new to pinball. I haven't played a whole lot of physical pinball. I've played lots and lots of virtual pinball because it's cheap. But I'm hoping that sometime this year after we all get vaccinated and stuff starts becoming normal again, that I can start going out and playing a lot more. Also, the intention still stands to finish the homebrew, which is, you see it here in the back. And currently it does nothing except for cook coils. But it does that really, really well right now. Okay. Let's see, can we cheese this enough for this to work? Yes, we can. It is a coil cooker, for sure. Actually, I just realized on RevFact that I believe that because of that one sub, I can add another emote. Bank. I'll have to check that. But hey, Fliptronic, good to see you. It's actually going. Oh, shoot. Well, okay, yeah, we're experiencing growing pains. This is how you design stuff. You make a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't work, and then eventually you land on something that almost works. So currently this motor is just press fit into this bracket, and I need to make this a little bit tighter. And this thing, there is no way. I should have put relief on this. Let me get an X-Acto. Burb. There we go. And as I try not to slice my finger open on stream. There we go. Yeah, one of my viewers, Fliptronic, actually showed me this tiny motor, Toyota Boy, and it is freaking tiny and has this huge gearbox on it. So it comes in a whole bunch of different voltages and speeds. Why did I model that? I knew that was a mistake, but I did it anyway. It comes in a bunch of different voltages and speeds, and is, I mean, look at this thing. It's tiny. It fits into the pop bumper base. I can't even tell which way the shaft is supposed to go. That way, I think. Okay, well, I would say I'd probably need to print this differently, but no, I think that friction is good. Holy crap. This is going to work. He said, not being surprised in the least bit. Because of course it's going to work. Oh, before I... So wiring wise, you just use the same pop-up for leaf switch to pulse the motor for spin. What I was planning on doing, Fliptronic, was hooking this up. I have a bunch of little small H-bridge boards. So I was going to hook this up to an Arduino, which I have here, an app, just any old microcontroller. I've got a ton of them, but these are convenient. And I was thinking of a few different ways that you could do this. If I wanted to make this an accessible mod for just about anybody, I'd probably open source it or something. But you could potentially detect whenever the coil itself fires, either by, I guess, looking at current. I'm not exactly sure how to build that circuit. I know enough electronics to be dangerous, which, so the first thing I decided to do is go ahead and do a high voltage pinball table, but I need to find some more of these pop bumper screws. What was I saying? Oh, right. Okay, so I was going to use... one potential way of doing this is using a microcontroller, just taking an input, maybe from the driver board or the switch itself, and pulsing the motor, as you suggest. Another thing that I thought we might try, probably not today, but sometime soon, is to hook up an IMU, and I'm curious as to whether or not I can tune that to look for local jerk enough to detect when the pop bumper that it's sitting in fires. Because I'm imagining if you have a cluster of 3 or 4 of them, you don't want to pick up the ones that are around you. But because this thing is sitting right where the shock it's the epicenter. Yeah, there it is. I might be able to detect that rather than and be able to filter that out from all of the other shock waves that come through the rest of the table. So that's another potential way of doing it. I figure that you should have several. Yeah, I have pop bumper screws here somewhere. I think I have some short ones. Yeah, these are short. Okay. So let's do this top one first so I don't make that other mistake again. Boy, this was supposed to friction fit, and it does not at all. Let's see if there will be enough bite for this to hang on to it, though. Oh, yeah, it should probably work. I'm a local jerk. Thanks, Jimmy. Can always count on you. Jerk is one of those words that, you know, it's hard to use unless you're around a bunch of physicists. Okay. I can't exactly screw this all the way down. Yeah, that's going to have to be good enough without destroying the screws. All right, well, given a couple of iterations, I'd be able to make this friction fit into the pop bumper itself, and put these screw holes high enough to where it bottoms out on the inside of the pop bumper. Okay, so oh. Okay, well, astute observers might have noticed that I needed to put the pop bumper cap on last because otherwise I can't get to the screws that hold the bottom on. Rookie mistake. Oh yeah, you're right. The wheel ones would be great. That's another reason why I want to. Well, a couple of things that I was thinking about with doing this. I want to put it on a microcontroller so that you can have them continuously spin during, I don't know, modes and stuff like that. Specifically, I'm doing this one thinking about George's TNA, total nuclear annihilation, for anybody who doesn't know. And you know, you actually, I remember you and Chad had also suggested that you could have the nuclear symbol on it moving around. But then I started thinking about how, you know, every time you hit it, if it moves a little bit, that's pretty cool. But then when you go into the mode where you're trying to destroy the reactor, it'd be kick-ass if it was just sitting there spinning constantly. And then I started thinking about, you know, most tables. I'll go out on a limb and say most tables have multiple pops on them. And wouldn't it be cool if you know, you could change direction of those pops as well? So I've got an H-bridge to hook that up. You put it on a microcontroller, and it can make those decisions as to whether it's continuously spinning or just a little bit. To have a trigger when the car spins on Hot Wheels. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, that would be really cool. So this motor that I got, I think this was like $12 on Amazon. On AliExpress, they're $1. And like I said, they come in all kinds of different gear ratios. So you can you could have stuff spinning very quickly. I think what I got, these are 100, so they'll spin 100 RPM, so they'll spin like a little bit faster than once a second. We're about to find out. So I'll probably find the trigger output voltage for the right status to trigger a melting down reactor. Yeah, absolutely. Or is all of that driven in software? Actually, I need to pick your brain at some point on a lot of these because I don't know what voltage even the switches are run at. I don't know if it's 5 or 12, maybe. I don't know. But I figure for a lot of the... Okay. Don't move the table. For a lot of those kind of things, you could just snoop switch inputs. I could talk to Scott. Yeah, I kind of feel like I bother Scott when I talk to him about this stuff because, I don't know, maybe he's just quiet. What I need is I need to get a couple of pinball tables and just try it. Okay. How are we going to do this? I need to power this guy. What do I have that can do that? Something. an extension cord long enough. Have to see. Stoked, because this is probably going to work. Yeah, I thought of everything except for how to power the motor. This is brilliant. Let's see, this gets us a little closer. Or is this okay? This is exciting. I'm gonna figure out if this is gonna work. Here, let me leave it undisconnected. I've said many times, kids, don't do what I do. Not the safest of ways of doing this. But it is quick and dirty. That'll work for now. And let's also not mix these up. Yeah, so sometime soon we're going to be working on Tinker Desk Cam, I think. All right, 6 bolts. Let's see. I don't even know how to hold it up. What are we going to do with this? Okay. Okay. Oh, we don't need to be in printer cam anymore. There we go. Okay, let's see if it works here. That way you guys can see. Okay. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. I'll pop back down in a bit if you're still around. All right, man. Take off. Or take off. Thanks for coming in. Go ahead and take off. Have some dinner. I'll see you soon. If not here, in your stream for sure. Everybody follow Fliptronic if you haven't already. Okay, let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. We've done it. It works. My God. Okay, well. That's pretty cool. Sweet. All right. Well, a little bit more iteration with this. We can get the tolerances on this tight, actually keep it together, get some better screws. But, yeah, this works. That is... I'm stoked. This is great. So, the next steps of this are going to be, I guess, hooking this up to an H-bridge, which is going to involve some more soldering for me, so I'll probably do that off-stream. And then we can write some code to blip this thing from time to time, or even give it some patterns and stuff like that. Holy crap! Well, there it is. It works here, and if we should be able to go counterclockwise if we just switch the polarity, which is what the H-bridge will do. And yeah, there it is, counterclockwise. Ah, it works. Thank you very much, Unra. I appreciate it. These are the parts of doing this that I absolutely love, because it's a few things. First of all, that's cool. We'll be able to actually use that in a bunch of places, and I know that a lot of the other streamers would be really interested. to having a good iteration of this design. So proof of concept, it works. But it also means that I've learned enough stuff in this journey to do that. Like, I didn't know how any of this stuff worked before I decided I wanted to build a pinball table, because I knew that that was going to be very challenging and that I'd have to learn a whole bunch of stuff. So, you know, I did some woodworking, or continue to do woodworking. That was my first, you know, real passion making stuff. But I decided to build a pinball table, so I built the cabinet. That was no big deal because I had the background in the other stuff. But then since then, I've learned all about 3D printing, and I built my own CNC machine so I could cut out play fields, which worked. So that's there, and I'm trying to build my own electronics because it's hard. And, you know, so having these little victories is a lot of fun for sure. And we got to do it on my first affiliate stream. Great success. Awesome. Okay. All right. Well, let me turn this off since I don't like having these bare wires everywhere. I guess I'll just take care of that later. All right. Well, can't wait to watch the journey. Well, I can't wait for you guys to come along with me. You know, this works because I had a viewer, Toyota Boy, that suggested this particular motor that fits inside of this thing. So, you know, he deserves as much of the credit as I do for sure. And that's kind of what I'm hoping with doing these streams, is that we'll be able to get to these little milestones and enjoy them as a group, and hopefully help each other out along the way. So good stuff. Okay, well, you know what? Before anything else catastrophic happens, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. We're getting close to time anyway. So thank you everybody for stopping by. Next time, I know what we're doing. We're gonna finish this thing up. Maybe do some iterations, get everything tight and stable, and start writing some code and make it do some cool stuff. So let's see. Let's find somebody to raid. I don't see anybody on, honestly. Oh, you know what? We got to raid Cephalopod. Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, thank you guys for stopping by. Hope to see you soon. Let's see, raid Cephalopod. All right, there we go. Okay, everybody. Have a good night. I'll see you soon, hopefully. Bye.